After 3 months of 11 classes, clubs, SGA work, working at my job, oh yeah, and studying for a little thing called the board exams, I'm always really excited to go back home to California. However, there's always something that I'm not so excited to get upon my return. And that's after I talk to my family about what I've been up to, they always, or sometimes they come back with the statement, I don't know how you do it. And even more upsettingly, my response to that statement is sometimes, I don't know how I do it either. We've used that excuse before, haven't we? I'm sure we've all used it. Now I understand there's certain aspects of naturopathic medical school that only naturopathic medical school students can understand. But really, you don't know how you do it? Tara, you don't know how you do it? Erin, you don't know how you do it?
Oh, I know how I do it.
Oh yes. I think we know better than anyone, right? We know how we do it. This is just one of the examples that we use as an excuse. We all have one, and I am no exception. One excuse that I used for many, many years was the excuse, I'm just not experienced enough. I can't grow that plant in my front yard. I've never done that before. It's just gonna die. I can't be the president of a club. Certainly there's someone more qualified. I can't get a job because, you guessed it, I just don't have enough experience. What I started to realize when I started looking at my excuse was that this was really holding me back from what I wanted to accomplish. It was really holding me back from growing, from learning. And when I started looking into it further, I realized where it stemmed from. My brothers. I had always compared myself to the wonderful successes and accomplishments of my brothers, who are 2 years older, 4 years older, 8 years older, and 11 years older than me. I was setting myself up for failure. Of course, I'm inexperienced as compared to them. They're older, right? And I started to think about this a little bit more. And as cliche as it sounds, my excuse was no excuse. In fact, it was a lie. A lie that I've been using as a crutch. Lies. Why do we tell ourselves these excuses? Is it to make us feel more comfortable? Is it convenient? Does it make us feel better? Whatever it is, the result is the same, and it's holding us back. I'm going to give you a few excuses that you possibly have heard or even used yourself. I know I have. Let's see. I'm not pretty enough. A common excuse that Maddie Stewart used before she became an Australian model with Down syndrome. I'm just not educated enough. Typical excuse that the high school graduate Tony Robbins used before he became a multimillionaire for public speaking and writing. Or how about, I don't have the time or the money, right? So that's a good one, I've used that. And so did the single mother on welfare, J.K. Rowling, before she sat down and wrote her world-famous Harry Potter books. And my all-time favorite, I'm too old. Too old. And a common excuse that Michael Fitzpatrick used before he moved out of his mother's basement and started the rock and roll band Fitz and the Tantrum at the age of 40. So what's your excuse? Did I mention it before? Is it something else? What's holding you back? When you pull back the layers of your excuse, what do you find? Do you find comfort and convenience? Whatever it is, I can guarantee you'll find a lie that's holding you back. When I finally let go of my excuse that I'm just not experienced enough, and I was holding on to it for many, many years, up until this past year, in fact. When I finally let it go, in this year, I became president of this club, I obtained 2 jobs, and I obtained an SGA position, all meanwhile passing all of my 11 classes in medical school. I don't know how I do it.